Hi and welcome to the Roland Studio. Welcome, hello. It's been a minute since I've gotten a chance to talk to you. I have not had any time, so I've had to, any videos that I've done them pretty quick for editing purposes and fast forwarding purposes, which I do like to keep my videos shorter now than I used to. So if you'll remember, I mentioned I have a real bad habit of getting back to my projects. Well, I'm determined to really try to get through this project because while I was in the hotel, I broke my pinky and I've been working. I've had to do all that. So if you haven't watched the video, I'll try to link it below in the description box, or maybe you'll see it come about right here. And I will... that's the video of my truck situation, that I was down for 2 solid weeks plus a couple of days, and on my way home a little bad luck. So it didn't stop even after I come out of home, but it's doing good now. The Lord is good. Glorify him anyway, and that's okay. I will deal. But I did a video while I was at the hotel, and I'll link that video in here as well, probably right about there. And you'll remember these little bottles. I did one little bottle in a decoupage. I did a little crackle on the bottle itself first, and then I decoupaged it. And these were like, I don't know, $5.99, $6.99. I got them at Big Lots when I was down at the hotel. They had a Big Lots across the street, and I just ran across these, and I thought they were super cute, and they are meant to be a little spice jar. So I thought maybe I should make a spice rack, but that came after I was done with the project, because in the middle of it I was just doing a painting. And I say a painting, I did not paint these roses. This is a decoupage rose, but there's painting on the background. And if you watch that video, you'll see how I aged it with some acrylic paints and whatnot. And I even did a little crackle over it, but it didn't really give me the crackle. Now the crackle, you might see the texture is from the napkin itself, which was pretty cool anyway. But it did give it a little bit of that acoustic look. I know some ladies do the acoustic waxes. I myself do not do the acoustic waxes, but I thought, I think it's kind of gives it the same little look and feel. I think Angie C is a big acoustic waxer, so you can check out some of her videos. She definitely does the acoustic waxes, but this, you could look at it as a faux acoustic wax if you would, because it kind of gives it that look. So with that being said, I thought, maybe I could do something with this jar and this background, and and I thought, well, maybe a spice rack, since these are spice jars. I thought it'd be cute. I might add a little top to them, a little ball or something that goes down into the cork. You can put your spices in it, and I think it'll be really cute. So I'm gonna go with that idea, and in doing so, I just dropped my jar. In doing so, I purchased a box from Walmart. I think it was like $5. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Gives you an idea. I took the sticker off already, so I don't even know the dimensions. I guess I could dig them out and find it for you. Hang on a second. So it's a cigar box. It is a cigar box. And I wasn't going to use this, but to just do some cool box decorations. I love to decorate boxes. But, this is a cigar box. The dimensions are 8.38 inches by 8.13 by 1.75, so 1 3/4 inches deep. If you like centimeters, it's 21.29 centimeter by 20.65 centimeter by 4.45 centimeters. And it is called a cigar box. But I didn't want to use it just for that, and I'm probably going to take these hinges, or this locking mechanism off of here. And I'm going to decorate this box, and then while I was still yet in Walmart, I decided, and I don't know if I can find it because I have made my bed a mess. Hang on. I found it. It's this little, it's the Plaid brand. It's just a cheap little clock. It's a clock movement kit, and it's 4 pieces, but of course I disassembled it so I could really take a look at it and see how it works. I do need a AA battery, but here are the clock pieces. And you know, I'm an out-of-the-box thinker, which is why, you know, when I was prompted to open up a group page, which I kind of wasn't ready for, and it shows because I'm a very absentee admin, and I apologize for that, but that's why my group is on Facebook is called Out of the Box Creations, because I think out of the box. So, out of the box, on the box, in the box, Steph in the box. It's always Steph in the box. I thought it might be cool to do a little painting in here. And now that I have shown you everything, I am again losing my picture. I showed you the little acoustic piece, faux acoustic looking painted piece. What'd I do with it? There it is. Man, if my head was not screwed on, I'm just telling you. I thought it might be cool to do a similar piece with in the background of this. So I might put this here. I'm not sure, but I might do some decoupage in here. And I wanted to continue with the idea, and I don't know if it's going to work. So you'll see, just like me, if I put this video out, it'll be a fail or it'll be a win. If I fail, you'll never see it, which I don't mind showing fails, but if it's truly not going to work, there's no sense in putting it out there. But I have these, the tower, the Faux game, the Jenga, whatever blocks, Jenga blocks, whatever they call those, but these are from the Dollar Tree, and I have been buying these for a couple of years now, and I've yet to use them on a project. But I thought that I would use these little pieces to make maybe a couple of shelves or a shelf to extend this out. This part of the box is thicker, so I thought to extend the spice rack, it might be cute. Let me just go ahead and open this up. There's a reason I pulled out my scissors, to open this type of packaging. I know I'm an idiot. And excuse my handband. I will be changing that out this evening, but I've been working, so yeah, sorry. Can't change it every day, though I try. It gets dirty pretty quick. In my line of work, if you don't know what that is, I'm a truck driver. Hence the name, The Rolling Studio. So, I would like to go live, but I'm looking to reach my 1,000 marker because they cut me off because I don't have 1,000 people. And since I use my phone and I only work with my phone with videos, I, like many others, were stopped short of going live. So, maybe a curse, maybe a blessing. I don't know. I guess you decide. But this was quite a bit off. It was just a little bit off on the fitting that little jar in the shelf. So I thought if I could extend that wood out a little bit, and I'm showing you in dark so you can see, then that might be cute, because that would then fit the butt of that little spice jar. And I will probably be painting these anyway, but just so that you can see what I'm talking about, oops, I thought it would be cute to just extend that bottom to, in fact, accommodate, I cannot talk, to accommodate my spice rack. And it looks like it just might be a hair off at that. So it may work, it may not. We'll have to see. Anyway, then I thought it would be kind of cute to go ahead and create a second shelf I have 6 little jars, but I want to accommodate it for, you know, those jars, because only 4, otherwise you just get 4 on the bottom. So this is my idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll take a second jar, and that will be the next shelving for it. See, oh well, I might have to do 3 on that one. Interesting. See, now they're too big. Maybe I'd have to lay that flat and then work it. Let's see. Where there's a will, there's a pada way. There you go. And that would give it a little extra hold right there. So there you go. So 2 lines of shelving for 6 jars, 3 on each end. Or if you buy another set of 6, you could put 4, you know, 4. We have 8 in there. But this is the thought. This is the thought process. So I don't know if it's going to work. And I can't find my wood glue, so I'm going to use some tacky glue, and I'm also going to go back over it with some glue sticks, just because I cannot find my wood glue. But tacky glue is pretty strong, so I'll put a good coating on it along with some of that hot glue, and hopefully that will work. Now, what to do with the other part? Well, this is where the clock comes in. I'll do a background in here just to show off the jars and the shelving. Then again, I may leave it kind of soft and something back there. But I'm probably going to do a decoupage on here, and we'll leave the hinges on, and then that's where this little adorable clock on the will go in. You won't see this black part, you'll just see the handles. Let's just say it pops through there, and then that will be the clock, and I'll just put numbers on it. And I think it's a clock spice rack. I mean, you know, it's time to put the spices in, you know what I mean? Don't forget the spice. It's nice. So there you go. That's the idea. So I'm gonna get cracking on that. I've also got my little handy dandy little drill here, and I will be making an appropriate hole for that. And if you don't have a Dremel, they're not expensive. I got it Harbor Freight for 10 bucks, and it comes in a whole little kit. And let me show you, because I bought me a new one, because when my truck got stolen, a lot of my pieces went missing. So David, his sweet little self, bought me a new one. So I have a new Dremel set here, and like I said, this is like 10 bucks. And you get all the little accessories in here and here, the little rotary kits, the sanders and the polishers and all that wonderful stuff for $10 at Harbor Freight. Now, this is not a paid promotion. I'm just telling you because I'm trying to be helpful in case you want some tools to do your own projects. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this in time lapse and just start this puppy. Because if I don't get started, I won't get to a point where I can finish it. And also there will be a special video coming soon on some drawings that I'm doing. They're very personal and dear to my heart. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but I have been working on them in my quiet time. It's an emotional time for me. My dad's birthday is coming up next month, so you know, I lost my dad last year in November, and these drawings, I guess call it keeping my dad's spirit and personality and character alive. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You'll have to come back and watch the video when it comes out. I don't know if it's going to be the next video or not. I already have it recorded, but I have to edit it and figure out what I'm going to do with it. So be, you know, in tune for that. It's going to be a series, I think. So when I get a chance. Now you got to remember, I work a lot, so it's hard for me with my job, and I'm going to quit rambling and get to the video. So I will try to timestamp it when I actually start the project if you want to not see all the rambling. But of course now I'm at the time where it does, so you're stuck. Okay, I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, I took my Dremel and I made a hole big enough for the gold of the clock base to come through. I hope that's centered. It looks pretty centered to me. My eyes are a little blurry, so it could be, looks like I might be off just a tad, but I might should have come over this way just a hair, but that's okay. Maybe it's a surrealism clock picture, like, oh, who's that surrealistic artist? There's several of them, but I cannot think of their names. I'll come back to you on it. The one with the melting clock. This is the one with the crooked clock. So anyway, I've got my hole, and then I'm going to build the base of the stuff, of the shelving, and then I will get to gessoing it, and then we'll paint and decoupage and blah blah. Okay, here we go. One more thing also, if you're not familiar with a Dremel, all you have to do, and I hope I'm not blurry, my eyes are blurry so I can't tell, is you press this little button here when you want to unscrew it. Okay, that will release the drill bit. Well, it's supposed to. Well, it's stuck inside of here. Alright, so what I need to do is tighten that back on. It's making a liar out of me. You want to leave it to where this don't come off so you can pull that out, okay? I just unscrewed it a bit. So you just want to be able, because what's inside of here is this little gold fitting. And when you put pressure on that screw, it closes those teeth. Okay? So what it does is it'll grab that bit like this, and then when you tighten that screw, it holds it. So you just take that out of here, you pop this in there like so, then you put it on the end of this, and you got to hold that to lock it. Let me do it this way. You hold the button and then you screw it on to tighten it, and you'll see that if I try to put that in, it's already too tight. So I have to pop that button, unscrew it just a bit to open those teeth up, pop that drill bit in, hold that button, and then screw it back. Okay? And it's as simple as that. Okay? And you can get the accessories. This is for an 1/8 millimeter bit, and that's what my tools are based around, the 1/8 millimeter. Okay, so I'm going to stick that in the little box. I'm going back time lapse. Forever. Okay, we have gessoed this inside and out. I know it's not the prettiest job on the gluing and whatnot, but I'm hoping that with the decoupage we'll cover all that up and I'm not going to worry about it. So there's a lot that can be masked in that. And you could take your time. I have to rush through some of my projects to get them done, because if I don't try to do things, I will not get back to them for a while. So gesso, let it dry. I don't think I have my heat tool with me. I'll have to look for that. I don't recall. But I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to do some crackle medium on my bottles, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, well this is going to conclude this video. I've got to start cleaning up and get ready for bed. I think I pulled off a whole lot tonight, a lot more than I expected to, and I really didn't even know where it was going. But right now I've got my 3 little jars that I've decoupaged here. This one was decoupaged previous, but I put some dishwater safe Mod Podge on it. It's supposed to be able to be cleaned with soap and water after it dries and hardens. So I'm putting them on all of these, and I'll probably do another coat of that, but I need to get a new one, I think. But I'd like to finish that off anyway. But this is that one where you can, it's super gloss, brilliant, and it's dishwasher safe. I think this, you know what, no, the light blue one's dishwasher safe, so I'm using the wrong one. But you can wash this with soap and water. So my little spice jars are going to be able to be hand washed once I get them completed and dried. And I think they're super cute. Let me see if I can zoom in on them while they're drying. It's a little hard to see with the lighting, but they are rather cute and adorable. I probably just messed that up. Well, there's one. See the crackle finished. And I did that with just the Faux Art crackle medium. Just put it on the jar first, and then Mod Podged it, let it dry, and then chalk painted it, let it dry and crackle, and then decoupaged it with that Mod Podge. So this still needs time to dry. That's cute. And then this one's gonna need time to dry. I'm probably messing them all up, but I've got to get busy cleaning up the rolling studio, so I will probably reglaze these anyway, so no big deal. And this one is probably just about dry, but I don't want to touch them, so I'm going to, I gotta do the bottom of that one. Whoops, I missed the bottom, my bad. But let me, before I do that, let me show you how far we've gotten on the spice rack. Now, I had no idea where I was going to go with it, other than knowing I was going to put a clock and this same background as my little painting, Mod Podge painting that I did at the hotel, which is this one. So I did some rusting on it, and it looks like an old farmhouse metal rack that was built into a spice rack. So even with the glue being messy, I think it worked out to do it this grungy, because it actually complements the metal pan that, you know, spice rack pan that it is. And the next video I will add the clock and the numbers. I don't know what else I'll do to it. I might do a little more of the, a little deeper rust on the, I did some patina here, but I need a little deeper rust, I think, on this color. My paints are up top and I didn't feel like getting them out. And then I gotta do the back of this one. I'm probably just gonna leave that plain, I don't know. But they got to do the sides too. But I think it turned out super cute, and now we'll have a part 3 video. And if you didn't see the first one, I'll try to remember to link it into the description box or put in a card either in the beginning or here. And if it's not here, it's because I put it there, and if it's not there, I put it here. Either way, I will try to link the video to the painting of this and the first decoupage I did there. And then this video is going to be part 2 to the spice rack, and this is not finished by any means, but it's a great start, and I think it's super cute. And just for fun, this will give you the idea. They'll sit, you know, beside each other, and I've decided I'm going to leave some of them clear. I am not going to Mod Podge all of them. I think that it's important not to take away from everything you do. So I'm going to just do 3 Mod Podged and 3 clear spice jars. And then this will be ready for some spices once it's done. I love it. I think it's cool, and I hope you liked it too. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and visit me on my other channels, and you can see those at the description link at the bottom, and my Facebook group, which I'm an absent admin for the most part because of my job, but please feel free to share your pictures with each other, learn each other, get to know each other, grow in the community. It's all good. I mean, that's what these groups are for anyway. So I love you guys, and I will talk at y'all later. And until next time, bye.